the roll call that I have on the list. If there's any late or missed check-ins, please call net control now. Are there any visitors wishing to check in to the Spring Mountain Steak Gear at ERZ.net? Remember to speak slowly, clearly, give your GMRS call sign and now copy. And your location, please. You may call net control now.
This is Frank. Whiskey Romeo, Whiskey Uniform 248. Location is Boulder Highway and Racetrack.
Boulder Highway and Racetrack. Really good signal. Appreciate you checking in. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it.
WRPB 583 still. Apache and Flamingo. Good signal.
Thanks, Scott. Good copy there, Bill, from Fort Apache and Flamingo. Appreciate you checking in. Thank you. Please keep checking with us. Love your visitors.
Well, that's good because I wanted to thank you for doing the net here, and that's what it's all about. So, welcome.
This is WRPB 458 Russ, transmitting from Sahara and Ellis, checking in as a guest in the copy net control 5x5.
It's a good copy, Russ. Got a real good signal on you, so appreciate you checking in. Thank you.
Whiskey Sierra Alpha X-Ray 689 Pablo. Good.
Copy Whiskey Sierra Alpha X-Ray 689. Didn't get the name or location. Try again, please. Your radio cut out. Appreciate you checking in. Thank you.
KG0100 Rob, Evelyn, Maryland. All signals are good tonight.
Appreciate it, and again, thank you for letting us use the net. Good signal, thank you.
WRPK 756, still number 2, checking in this again. Sunset and Green Valley Parkway, and you have a very
good signal or a good copy, Sunset and Green Valley Parkway. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you checking in. Thank you.
WRNN 939, Carl checking in from South Nellis and Stewart.
2 units, I did copy Carl. So, second unit, please.
This is WSAA 478, Tristan off of Cheyenne and Nellis, and I'm getting good copy from you over here.
Well, good copy, Tristan. Appreciate you checking in. Thank you. Keep checking back in. Love hearing you on our net.
From Sealand, California, this is Whiskey Romeo X.
Lost that last half of your transmission, but got you from feeling. So, love hearing you, especially that far away. Thanks for calling us. WRQW 571, this is Rob, checking in as a visitor from Warm Springs and a racetrack. Have a good copy on you, audio is very clear. Well, good copy, Rob, from Warm Springs and racetrack. So thank you, appreciate you checking in with us. I need one more to time my record for the number of visitors. So anybody else wanting to check in, Spring Mountain Steak, GMS, ERC Net, please call Net Control now.
Whiskey Romeo Victor India 623, checking in from Simmons and Alexander. Excellent copy. Thank you.
Copy Simmons and Alexander. Can you give me your name, please?
Name is Alex.
Well, good copy, Alex. Appreciate you checking in with us. Please check in next week. Love hearing visitors. It's 11 visitors. I need one more to break the record. Anybody else, any visitors would like to check in to the Spring Mountain Steak ERC Net, please call Net Control now. A reminder, Saturday, we have our Spring Mountain Steak Temporal Emergency Preparedness Workshop this coming Saturday, the 23rd, 0900 at 6601 West 20. That's Twain between Torrey Pine and Rainbow. Any and all are welcome to come attend our workshop, and it's really important on water, and we know how important water is to us here. So please remember this coming Saturday. Also, in 2 weeks, we will not have the ERC Net on March 31st. So enjoy the ham dinner with Grandma and Grandpa. Last call, any late call-ins or missed check-ins or visitors? Riley, I did not hear you on the radio. If you were calling in, I did not copy you. Please try again. Negative contact. This concludes the Spring Mountain Steak GMS ERC Net. Thank you for your participation. All stations are now released, and this frequency is returned to regular GMRS use. This is William Robert Boy Sam 343, Brent Garrett, Spring Mountain Steak. Appreciate all check-ins and all contacts. This channel is now clear and returned to regular GMRS use. I'll be down and on the side for a while.
This is WRPV 458. Please stand by for the St. Patrick's Day holiday presentation in 2 minutes. Good evening, everyone. It's Sunday, March 17th, 7:22 p.m., and welcome to St. Patrick's Day Holiday Net. This is not a formal net, so there is no check-in required. However, if you are out there and listening, you may check in now to let others know you're here.
WRPP 583 here.
Okay, 0100.
Rob 1, the other station, go ahead.
3, Phil.
Anyone else?
URQZ 446.
Copied. Okay, let's begin. This is a relatively short one, and also before I forget, emergency traffic will be acknowledged at any time. Is there any emergency traffic now? Please let us know. Perfect. Nothing heard. Okay. Well, St. Patrick's Day. It's kind of a strange one this year. Palm Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, and the date of Easter have all coincided. In 1940, an unusual coincidence took place when the Palm Sunday, which is 1 week prior to Easter Sunday, excuse me, sorry, occurred on the same day as St. Patrick's Day. In Ireland, which has St. Patrick as its patron saint, people were able to wear both the shamrock and the palm on the same day. So therefore, St. Patrick's Day falls on March 17th, but Easter Sunday, and hence Palm Sunday, moves according to the rules that determine Easter. Break. A little bit of look into the math here. Easter Sunday, it falls on the first Sunday after the full moon occurring on or after the March equinox, which is taken as March 21st. So for Palm Sunday and St. Patrick's Day to be on the same day, March 17th must fall on a Sunday, and on the average once in every 7 years, and there must be a full moon on either March 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. Between successive full moons is approximately 29.5 days, and so the chance of a full moon on any of these 3 dates is 3 in 29.5. So this makes the combined chance of both Palm Sunday and St. Patrick's Day coinciding as approximately 1 in 69 years, or a probability of 0.015 times per year. Great. Now, keep in mind, this is only a statistical or an average estimate. So, are we actually due for a repeat of this coincidence shortly? The answer is no, because the next such occurrence is in the year 2391. And almost 300 years from now, beyond that, there is another coincidence in the year of 2475, making only 2 such occasions in 500 years, very much less frequent than the average expected. But the statistics always apply if we take a long enough view. For example, if we consider the next 5,000 years, then there will be 76 occasions when Palm Sunday and St. Patrick's Day coincide. Now, this is very close to the expected number of such events as the average that we discussed. Break. I know right now about this time, probably people are going, okay, what's this got to do with Easter and St. Patrick's Day? Well, in one of the earliest legends of St. Patrick, written about 200 years after his death, the patron saint of Ireland is portrayed in a battle of authority with the pagan king of Ireland, who ruled at the same time. So in the story, the pagan king is based at Tara, which is historically was the seat of power of the Irish pagan principalities. Great. The narrative of this story, the pagan king is surrounded by his seers and magi who fearfully told the coming of another way of life, like a kingdom that would overthrow kingdoms and be a kingdom that would have no end. Sound familiar? So most significantly, these pagan advisors prophesied that when all these things happen, our kingdom, which is pagan, shall not stand. The fire of the faith that St. Patrick lit still burns, and in fulfillment of the prophecy will never go out. Break. So then the story progresses to its climax, and on the same night that the king and his pagan followers were celebrating their festival at Tara, Patrick celebrated the Easter vigil nearby. The king had decreed that it was strictly forbidden under pain of death for anyone to light a fire that night before he would light his own fire. So in defiance of the king, Patrick lit the Easter fire that we are told was seen by all who viewed it with great wonder. When they saw this fire, the wise men of the king warned him that this act of defiance was more than an act of disobedience. Great. Now, this little brief summary of the story, which is written by Merchu, that still holds an important place in the spiritual imagination of the Irish Christians today. But what does it mean? Simply, it is about the subversive power of Christianity represented by the figure of St. Patrick over the deities and secular authorities in Ireland. So by the powerful symbol of the fire ignited at the Easter Vigil, it announces the arrival of Christ's lordship over sin, idolatry, and paganism in Ireland, and as well as the appropriation of all other kingdoms into the kingdom of God. Great. You may be wondering that what can we make of the story today, and how does it speak to us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day this year? Well, what stood out for me as I reread the story was the invitation to the Irish Church, and indeed the whole Church, to place greater faith in the ultimate victory of the risen Christ, and to do as St. Patrick did in the story, proclaim this victory with fresh courage and conviction as a subversive power. What else also stood out from the story is the place where we do this, and not just in the square market or online or schools or places of work or with friends and family, but especially in the liturgy. And for it is there that we proclaim and pray what we believe. Great. So, in summary, to sum it all up, the story of St. Patrick and the Easter fire expressed the faith of the Irish at the turn of the 8th century and told that Christ was Lord over every aspect of life if he was complete. His resurrection was a triumph destined to endure for all the ages and be present to all empires and principalities, and have indeed come and gone. Their fire has gone out, but the light of the Easter fire still shines out. In any given year, the celebration of St. Patrick's Day is followed in a short time by the celebration of Easter. And although it may have dimmed in recent years, the fire of faith that St. Patrick lit still burns and in fulfillment of the prophecy. And it will never go out. May the Easter flame of faith in Christ's love that burns in the hearts of all who believe never be extinguished. And this is how St. Patrick's Day and Easter are intimately tied together. Thank everyone for listening. I know I certainly learned something researching this time around, and I hope maybe somebody else got something out of this. I think it was pretty interesting. Again, thanks for listening, and WRPB 458, I'll be clear.